Isaiah and I are going to talk about the new independent poll out from Emerson College. Very respected, nonpartisan, independent. They've got a long history here. And that man you interviewed, he was showing up in these poll numbers you're going to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, the Barr campaign is overjoyed right now, seeing some of this, in their words, momentum, because for the longest time, Daniel Cameron, from the moment this race sort of kicked off, he was considered the front runner because of his name recognition. He's the former state attorney general.
Let's look at the results and let's talk about it.
Yeah, we'll see right there, right? Daniel Cameron was #1 for the longest time. Again, this is just one poll, and this is within the margin of error.
But the undecided.
You see Andy Barr at 24%, Daniel Cameron at 21%, Nate Morris trailing behind at just, 14 or 17%. It's pretty small there. And then, of course, the undecided is huge, right? So many voters still up for grabs,
the longest
according to this poll.
So yeah. I know it's a great poll, but some of my thoughts on why it really doesn't matter at this stage is it does show a name recognition shift, which that is big because Daniel Cameron had been leading it. These polls are mostly name recognition, sort of popularity polls.
And Andy Barr's been out there. He's been grassroots, kind of showing up in West Kentucky, here in Louisville and other areas.
But the undecided is huge.
Of course, and it's the same case with the Democrats.
This poll comes out ahead of major spending still to come on the way, and a possible endorsement from President Trump.
That's what everyone's waiting on, right? And I think that the Trump endorsement, the question is how much, influence will that have? You heard the voter in the story say there that it really won't make that much of an impact for him. He's kind of between Daniel Cameron, he's between Andy Barr, and he said, no, I don't really factor that in all that much. So it'll be interesting to see. And of course, there are Democrats running in this race, right? There are a couple names that are very, very familiar to us. Charles Booker, the former state representative, he's run for Senate. This is his third time. He, according to that poll, is leading 30% there. Amy McGrath, who's run before, trailing behind at 19%. And Doug, you mentioned the undecided. Huge, huge, huge number of those voters. So
Charles Booker
we're still 3 months away.
Has been in these races before, and his name recognition showing up there. But let's talk about a couple of things. Back to the Republicans. Nate Morris spending all of this money, not really showing up the best in that poll so far as if we're going to call it a name recognition poll at this point.
They're happy because he has been in single digits before, and he now is in the teens, I believe 14%. So they actually see it totally different. They see we've actually made up ground, and a lot of that money, the Elon Musk money that just came in, the $10 million, they haven't touched that yet. So get ready to see a lot of Nate Morris in the next few months.
The importance of Louisville. So Andy Barr comes to Louisville, which of course is Daniel Cameron's home, backyard, and that he needs to pick up votes from Cameron in Louisville, if that's possible.
There's an understanding that Jefferson County in the Trump era has gone a bit more conservative, and the candidates know that, and they want to capitalize on that, but the Democrats hope, of course, Louisville, as always, will vote strongly for them.
And nobody knows whether a Trump endorsement would make a big difference in this race. That's still to be seen.
Or if it even comes.
Or if it even comes. Yeah. Okay, the drama for the U.S. Senate race. All right.